Hi there, Dr. Andrea Shanowski from AlignLife of Peoria, here today to talk to you during the back to school month about backpack safety. So I have an example to show you. A lot of times as I'm walking and through Cameron's school, actually I take her to school every morning, and let me tell you, I'm walking down the hallway and I just want to yank those backpacks and put them in the right place. So rather than going through and scaring children in the school, I'm going to show you guys how to make sure that you can adjust your own child's backpack to the proper height so we're not injuring their back or causing any unnecessary strain on their shoulders or their neck. So I'm going to have my assistant Kim come on over here. She's going to show you the wrong way. So if you have teenagers at home, you probably see this style around the house where it's slung off one shoulder, hanging way down. So first thing we want to do is we want to make sure, number one, that we have those straps on both sides. So Kim's going to go ahead. She's going to put straps over her shoulders. And one of the second things we want to look for is the back of the backpack here should be up at the very base of the neck and the top of the shoulders. So we're going to hold this up there, and then we're going to take these little straps on the side, and we are going to pull down on them. Where'd that? Oh, there it is. It's on the front of the backpack. So I'm going to have her go ahead and pull down on that for me. Yeah. So we can tighten that up. We want to make sure that it sits flush again across the top of her, or the base of her neck, the top of her shoulders. And then when I let it go, see how it rides down? So we'll want to make sure we tighten that up a little bit more. So it should be as close as possible to the base of the neck, the top of the shoulders. We also want to make sure that, again, the heaviest things are in the back. So we talked about the ABCs in our last video. So number one, accessorize. Pick the right backpack. Make sure it's up at the top of the shoulders. Make sure it's not hanging down over the butt. We also want to make sure we have nice shoulder straps. And our B is making sure the heaviest stuff is in the back. So making sure that the heavy books are closest to your child's back, or if you yourself are a student, making sure that heaviest stuff is closest to you. And lighter stuff should be on the outside. Your backpack should never be more than 15% of your weight. So if you have a kindergartner that's around 40 pounds, that backpack should not be more than 6 pounds of weight. If it is heavier than that, or we have lots of stuff to bring back to school, see if you can come in for a back to school night and drop it off, or maybe drop it off at the end of the day at that first day of school, or see if maybe you can bring a rolly bag for that first day to drop everything off so your child's not weighed down by that. And then we also want to make sure as much as possible that we are making sure that that is across the shoulders, at the top, not hanging down, heaviest stuff in the back. And if your child is complaining of pain, if you're noticing that their shoulders are off alignment, or their hips are off alignment, or they're struggling to get that backpack on both shoulders, chances are it's too heavy, or we might have some issues going on in the spine that need to be checked out. Another thing to look for, so about a week or two later after your child, tries to increase the coolness factor and lets their backpack hang down. If you start noticing that their shoulders are slumping forward or off to the side, if they're leaning forward, that means the backpack's too heavy. It's not adjusted properly.